my dear Cancer, this is a love reading for you where the person most on your mind will have their true thoughts and feelings revealed by me, Queen of Cups Tarot. We will also look into what they would tell you if they had the guts or respect to tell you the truth with my new deck, the Brutally Honest Oracle cards. As an extended member to my channel, you can get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And news is that I'm now doing personal and spiritual growth readings for all the members to my channel and personal readings for the full members. Subscribe and then check this out through the join button or follow the link in the description box to learn more. This reading will be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. And for Cancer, this will be a reading about what the person most on your mind are feeling for you and where their thoughts are at when it comes to you. It can often be a conflict between head and heart, and this will be revealed here together with the most likely action they will take when it comes to you and your relationship. I will also reveal what they would tell you if they dared to tell the truth to your face. And for a cross-watcher, this reading will most likely be about where the Cancer person's thoughts and feelings are at. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. And I usually read for the empath side of the story. Also remember that the other person holds your shadow that you mirror out to the world so you can be able to see it. In the end, you need to use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this general reading for you. And I use the ANIMA MUNDI Tarot for the readings part. And as Oracle deck, I use the Brutally Honest Oracle deck, which is my own production. If you want to have your own set, you can follow the link in the description box of this video. It's a little arrow there. Okay, so when I open your deck here, I see the Two of Swords together with the Chariot. Okay. It's a little bit contradictory. Two of Swords is like non-action and the Chariot is a lot of action. So this might be two people or one that's a little bit back and forth. So I call the Divine with Love and Light. And here we have the Four of Cups with the Two of Swords. Okay, so I'm feeling that there's a person that might act like they have everything together or that they know exactly what it is that they want to do, but they're actually rather confused. Okay, so I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. And again, the contradiction, peace and war. So maybe there's someone that longs to disturb the peace between you two or the absence of interaction, but they might be fearful that this will create some kind of conflict or some kind of drama. Okay, so 6 elements, and here we have the Hermit together with the Five of Wands. So better keep yourself, you know, on the distance instead of engaging in the drama, this person seems to think. So that's why they are kind of leaning towards two places. They might want to connect to you, but in the same time they don't want to have the drama. So they want to connect, but they maybe don't want to repeat the gruesome past or their karma or whatever it is that's repeating in their life. So 6 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Cancer viewers. You might be dealing with Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and here we have Cancer as well, and 8 of Pentacles. So 7 of Pentacles, procrastination, not moving forward as blocks in the way for the Chariot. And then we have on the Cancer side, we have 8 of Coins. So it seems like you want to cooperate. This person doesn't want to cooperate. They are protecting themselves against any kind of drama within your relationship. So, okay, it's done there. So I will just tune in to you and your situation for a few seconds here. It's starting to get rather windy today. The west coast of Sweden is going to have like serious storm weather, but here it's just a little bit windy and a little bit snowflakes coming down, but we'll see if it will get worse. Okay, so this is the most likely action the person most on your mind will take towards you and your relationship. This is their feelings there, and this is what's on their mind. Queen of Cups, so it seems like you are on their mind, but you might have been strict with them in some sense, and this has created some block, but in other case there's really no block. It's just maybe you have asked this person to grow up or to behave better. Again, it might be that you're dealing with an air sign person. But we also have a lot of fire here. Hangman, definitely like a need for growth, maybe on both sides to be able to move on. Okay, so this is their emotional level, and we have the Hermit. So you remember that they were hibernating a little bit or trying to hide away because they didn't want the drama here. So we can see this story. We have Seven of Wands. Seven of Pentacles, so they probably feel like they need to defend themselves to not end up in a bad situation, even though you might feel like they created the bad situation, but they don't see it maybe like that. And this is the most likely action, and we have the Six of Cups, so that's reconciliation, second chances, healing past bad memories, and Three of Cups with the Nine of Wands and Ten of Wands in between. So I definitely think this person wants to be together with you, but they have gone through something that they felt was very tough, so they're trying to prevent themselves from kind of falling in the same pattern again. So they don't want to repeat the same pattern, so they're trying to, you know, they say to themselves, grow up, don't miss that person, or why are you still longing for that person? That's stupid. You know how it's going to end up. Okay, so this is on their thoughts, and we have it's a lot of contradiction with this person. They are all over the place. Eight of Cups together with Three of Pentacles, so leaving emotional situation behind because it's not simply fulfilling, or you're trying and trying and trying, and nothing ever finds a solution. There's a lot of drama. Your energy level is low because of all the conflicts. You feel sucked out, dry, and then you want to cooperate with this person. So they have left you in some aspect. Maybe put a distance towards you, or put a boundary, or told you no, or you have done that. And but they still, there's one part of them that says no, and the other part says yes, yes please. Can we please solve this together? And then we have the Strength card, and I want to see the other side. Okay, Queen of Wands. It feels like you have put up some boundary towards this person, and they agree with you, and in the same time they want to be with you. Now I have this rhyming the rhyming guide here again, so it's hard when they are like flipping like all the time, so it's hard to find like one central line to walk on. But we have Eight of Cups here, 8 Strength. So I'm thinking maybe you were the one to walk away, or you said something to put the situation on edge. And in that situation, they probably wanted to work on the situation still, but then you put up a boundary here, and that made them really fall to pieces. Fall to pieces. I'm hearing some melody with that. I don't know at all, but it's probably some kind of song. Fall to pieces. So if I find that song, I will put it in the description box. In other case, I probably will get another song downloaded as soon as I end this reading. It usually comes and I start to like sing on something, and then I realize this is your song. It's like you put out their last hope here. And they had certain ideas. Yes, the relationship is hard, it's not easy, but they thought that there's ways to solve this. And that was probably when you were kind of empathic and going with that. And they were maybe the strict one or the one saying no. But then you probably came to a point where you said no, and that's when they really hit the grass, like with their mouth, is what I'm feeling, or the gravel even, and kind of went a little bit, so gravel filling up their mouth. So that's how much they crashed and burned at that point. So this is what they are thinking of. They are reminiscing about something that have happened between you. And they feel like they were so innocent. They tried to work together with you. Probably they didn't do a good job. See your little... It's not super judgmental, this face, but a little bit judgmental. And you were not happy with their progress. And I think the table turned, because the 10 is connected to the wheel. And the wheel is also, sometimes this happen revolution. You know, you have a certain paradigm. This person is the one that calls the shot in the relationships, a relationship, and says, this is never going to work. And then I think you said this is never going to work, or you try to be strong to maybe take yourself out of that situation, or at least put some kind of pressure that this needs to change. In other case, I don't know what we will do. And that was a real, for this person, it was like a real betrayal. Even if it's not, it's just you acting like they did. But they have maybe started to trust you in some level and thought that things were not going great, but at least you were making some kind of progress in their eye. And you didn't see it like that. And that immediately kind of blew out all the hope for this person. And this is what they're thinking of over and over again. And they might be thinking of, I'm seeing like a twig being broken. So maybe they feel like you broke them like a twig. I don't know. Okay, so here we have their emotions. A Page of Swords. So this is an orphan child. No one loves this person. And they need to make it on their own. So we'll see where it goes. And the Sun. Sun is a beautiful card. So both these cards are actually about truth. Some kind of truth might have come out that was actually healthy and healing. And even though it comes from a place of I don't feel loved, and this is what I do about it. So I don't feel loved by you. So I'm going to say no to you. Or I feel like these people have treated me badly, so I won't be with them anymore. And that was the truth, okay? Some kind of truth came out here. And here we have the Hierophant, comes underneath strength. I think you said something that felt like truth to them. And in that moment, I think they realized that they wanted to be there for you with the strength and the Hierophant, like family or in commitment. Ace of Swords, truth again, and Five of Pentacles. But in that moment they had already lost you, is what they feel, because that was the moment that they crashed and burned. And in that moment they realized, oh God, I want to be with this person. I want to, you know, be their hero, be their family, be by their side, take responsibility. But then in that point, something happened. You maybe lost interest. I don't know. So what I'm seeing is basically that they have made rebellion against you and the relationship, maybe from day one. Rebelling, maybe saying that, I'm 1 foot in this relationship, 1 foot out, I don't know, maybe I want this, maybe I don't want this. And you might have put in a lot of effort and being very empathic to this person. And at some point, when they started to feel like maybe this is working, maybe I can trust this person, maybe I can invest a little bit more, then I think you were already tired of the bullshit and you put some ultimatum. And so this is the revolution that they did, which is actually healthy. They did some kind of revolution against how they have been treated. And that's why they were a little bit maybe excluding towards you, or not helpful in the relationship, because they refused to be subordinate to you. They kind of tried to fight against authority, which they probably saw you as authority. So they self-destructed a little bit in the relationship, and you got tired of it, and you probably said some truthful words or two. And in that moment, they realized how much you meant to them, but they had probably too much pride, and also this with their trust issue, so they couldn't tell you how that made them feel. They could just, they have a certain set of survival skills, and in neither of them, they go to the person and said, I'm sorry, you were right, I want to, buckle up and get this to work. So they didn't have the tool for stopping this, what happened here, that I'm so sick of this, this have to end. And so they didn't have any tool to prevent that, even though they realized maybe they have acted a little bit childish, and they did so because they were in a healing process with their inner child. Unfortunately, it went out over you instead of maybe the people that were actually the reason to why they had to rebel in the first place. So it's like this: you rebel towards the people you are comfortable with, and you don't rebel against the boss, government, your mom, or whatever. You just keep your head down. And those might be the situation where you really should rebel, but instead you're rebelling against the people that you know that it's safe to make this rebellion. So they rebelled and rebelled and rebelled, and you got sick and tired, and then in that moment they realized, well, we are a unit, we are a team, we should have each other's backs, or be on the same page, or I want to be everything for this person. But in that moment they couldn't save the situation, because that would mean maybe sacrificing their ego, for example, or admitting that they were wrong, which they couldn't, because there was still a part of them that was this rebellic little orphan child here. Okay, so their most likely action, and we have a King of Wands with the Four of Pentacles. So they try to be rather tough here and act like they are the coolest kid in the block. They don't need love, and having boundaries here also. And it's Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. So I'm thinking if someone wants to keep their authority, they want to keep their old position where they were the one complaining and you are the one fighting for the relationship. They don't like this twist. They don't like the change, so they want to have things as they were before. And then we have Temperance card. So Temperance card shows that you have like a very strong soul connection, and they really would want you. They're very attracted towards you. They can't help but longing after you and want things with you. So one side to them says, no, I'm not going to agree to these new terms, and I'm not going to be the one sucking up to this person. And on the other hand, they don't want anything else but sucking up to you. Okay. And here we have a little Page of Wands and the Four of Swords. So it's very premature, this, because this person is still like this baby, and this baby wants to reach out to you but refuse to do so. No, I won't. I long for this person, but I refuse to tell this person that I long for them. So this very much explains why it went back and forth in the beginning, because this person is both back and forth. They want you, but they probably want you to go back to the old ways and have the unfair dynamic in your relationship to their benefit. So that's the kind of relationship they could accept, because in that relationship they could still rebel with their inner child and pretend like they don't want to be in the relationship. But if you ask of them that you want to be in this relationship too, they can want this, but they are not going to tell you. Okay, so we'll see what this person wants to say. I had to be brutally honest. Not enough feelings to continue this relationship. So this might be how they have acted. I think this is their survival skill in print. They're always brutally honest, acting like they don't care about this person. They say things like, well, I had to be honest, or I can't lie to you, and then saying something, or just say something that's really disappointing. For example, let's say that you're a lovers couple and the person says, well, shouldn't we go back to just being friends? And then you say, what's going on? Like, we are a couple. Why do you want to go back to being friends? Should we move out from this apartment as well? What are you up to? Well, I had to be brutally honest. I don't have the right kind of feelings right now. And then maybe you said, okay, so that's, I believe you this time, because maybe before you got with the Queen of Cups here, you might have said, no, this can't be true. I love you. I want to be with you. You said you loved me yesterday. What have changed since yesterday? So you try to maybe hold on to this person and try to not let them go while they were trying to fly away. And but one day I think you just stopped. You just said, okay, so if that's the truth, then I will act accordingly with it. And yes, I don't think we can ever be friends. I think we just end this. And that's when the person hit the gravel with their aeroplane, because then their game didn't work anymore. This with being brutally honest and acting like you didn't mean anything to them. So how can I ever pay you back? It goes with this, that you actually made them trust you, because every time they said stupid things like this, to kind of push you down or push you away from them or hurt you or make themselves feel very special, you were there for them. So they started to feel very like you were very loyal and that they could trust you. But then you did this turn, and they can't ever forget this, that okay, so this was what they feared the most, that you would say, I love you forever, I love you forever, I love you forever. And then you would say, okay, so have it your way, the relationship is over. And that's what they can't forget, because that was what they feared all along. And they try to kind of trigger you or try to make you reveal the truth, which they thought was that you didn't want to be with them, or that you didn't love them enough. So they had you prove over again, that you were there for them more than that they were there for you. And when you felt like, it's not fun anymore, I'm never going to get this person out of their shell anyway, might as well end this, then they took that as proof that they were right all along. You were never to be trusted. It was always going to end up like this. And they don't even realize that this was their own self-destruct button that they pushed over and over again until it actually happened. And then they blame you. So, but it's not really their fault that they are so like in their own head about this, or they are so in fear about this and they don't trust people. It has something to do with an earlier trauma, and they are probably, it's like one part of them is a ghost that just tries to relive the pain again and again, and doing everything in its power to create the pain. there was a lack of attraction. So they can admit to that. They say not enough feelings, there was a lack of attraction. So probably they didn't feel as much love for you or attraction towards you as you felt towards them. And I think that it's definitely because of the dynamic that you had in your relationship, and that's the way they felt to be also safe. Because if they don't have their heart open towards you or even let you in, and you are the thing that they fear most in the world, I was in my own head, then of course, if they would open their heart, they would be vulnerable, and that was the last thing that they wanted. So I don't think they were super attracted to you, which also added to the confusion. And when they look back now, they think, okay, so now when this person is gone, now I want to do everything for them. But when I were in the relationship, I didn't feel like I had enough feelings, and there was a lack of attraction. So why should I try and make something happen right now? Maybe I will just pull this person into my drama again. So they don't know, they are not sure. And why they are not sure is probably because they have no connection with their emotion. We can see there's a lot of sword here, and there's earth and sun, but no water here. Well, the octopus live in water. So in the subconscious, there are emotions, but that subconscious and those emotions are ruling this person to put the self-destruct button, because they have this trauma. So where the heart is or should be, that's the trauma is instead. And so every time they act emotionally, every time they feel emotions, they press the self-destruct button. So if they one day felt like they needed you wake up and felt, oh, I miss this person, then they probably needed to call you and tell you something awful, like something cruel, or do something cruel, to get back to the point where they don't feel these feelings towards you anymore, because that was the truly scary thing. If they would fall for you or love you or need you, then when you surely would leave them, that would make them end up in a place like back to their original trauma, where they probably was abandoned in one way or the other. And when you actually did this, they have a really hard time to forgive that. Okay, so what to do with this? Because this person doesn't know where their feelings are at. They don't seem to work very hard to fix your relationship, and they're just, I feel like they're spoiled. And so what to do? I think about you every day. I have a lot of insecurities. We can make a signature there. I miss you more than I want to admit, and I needed to learn from my own mistakes. I think maybe this person still needs to learn from their own mistakes, because they're still a little bit spoiled. It's like they think that they could say no to you, and then you will come running. So maybe they need to spend the rest of their life waiting for you coming running before they have learned from their own mistakes, that you actually need to, open your heart to the person you care about. You can't protect yourself against them, because that will hurt them. Just because they can't feel your feelings, it doesn't mean you have needs too, and that you are equally important, and they act like they are the important one, and you are just the one that has power to hurt them or not hurt them if they protect themselves well. Very soon, and this could be the one, they want to reach out, but with the Four of Swords, they are still hesitating. They're thinking, yes, this person can be the one, because I think about them every day. I miss them more than I want to admit. But in the same time, when I were with them, I didn't feel enough attraction. So this person doesn't know, do I have the right kind of feelings or don't I? Past life, relationship, wedding. They are also probably scared where this could lead. But I think this person is kind of pushed by their own emotion to reach out or to make a decision. Are you the one or aren't you? But it doesn't give way like a happy ending to this. Twin flame, your passion ignites. So it's very likely that you have the same abandonment issue that this person has. You just display it in different ways. While they say, They are like the fox that says, these berries are too sour, I don't want them. It's an old fairy tale where the person was too prideful to ask for the berries, and they said, I don't want those darn berries, they are... but you are more like you're chasing the berries down the road. So that's the same trauma, but it's just seen from, it's two different survival skills, how we deal with it. The one is trying to avoid love altogether, and the other one is trying to catch it while it runs away. So is it something else this person wants to say? Sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are an eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. So I think they can admit to having, even if they had like a lack of feelings, I actually feel like they still have sexual feelings towards you. Maybe that's the only feelings they can admit to. I don't see it so much here. This is more like serious family business, but attraction. But from their point of view, that's probably the only thing that they can admit to feeling. That if I just we just have sex once more, then I probably will be able to forgive this or forget this person. Maybe forgive as well. Okay, so that's the subconscious thing. The aware thing that they are, the thing they know. They think that if they have sex with you one more time, maybe that will clean you out of their mind. But what they think with their subconscious is maybe they can forgive you. If they get that close to you again, maybe they would want you and forgive you. But this is a little bit dangerous, because if you are letting them come back only for a sexual union, you will most likely get hurt. So even if this is the way back to this person's heart, I don't know if even if you should want it. Okay. So I don't have any real good advices for you, more than be careful, because this person doesn't know their own emotions, so they can do a lot of stupid mistakes and hit the eject button or self-destructive button again and again in your relationship, and that will kind of exhaust you and make you feel hopelessly drained and unloved. So they are destroying you while they are also self-destructive. So this is not particularly healthy, but it's what it is. You know best yourself. So if you are hopelessly drawn to this person, you probably have, it would be easier for you to heal your trauma together with them than with anyone else randomly. So since you have the same wound, you will probably trigger each other and bring this hurt to the surface where it can be healed. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I would urge you to watch the reading, what they would want to happen between you, because maybe that can give more light on this, what's going on here, where they are again very contradictory. I want to reach out, but I'm not going to reach out. I want to reach out, I'm not going to reach out. Very soon this could be the one, or maybe they are not the one. It's maybe it's a Gemini or a Libra, like a person that can't make up their mind, or the Gemini too, in the night sky with you. And the Libra wants peace. Okay, in their they don't want extravagant things happening. They don't want to rip up the balance. So that might be because this is Libra, and this is actually Aquarius, but I feel more like a Gemini energy. But it doesn't have to be the person is Gemini or Libra. It's just the kind of forces that's influence them right now, that they are in this two mind. Okay. Jet planes in the night sky with you. Today, if you can't get enough of my readings on YouTube, you can now become a member to my channel and get access to premium content videos. There are 3 different levels to choose from. You can become a supportive member and get personal and spiritual growth readings for the collective. Getting high in the sunrise with you. The second option is to become an extended member, where you get access to the collective readings from the previous level And you will also be able to see all the channel's astrological tarot readings for all the signs ahead of time and ads free.
Getting through all the bad times with you. I wasn't missing a thing, now I do. And I wish that I could build a time machine.
The third option is to become a full member, where you get access to all the perks from the previous levels. And on top of that, you will get short personal readings from me every week. It is very similar to super chat readings, but here you subscribe instead of paying for super chats.
'Cause time moves on, and now you're gone. Oh, if only I could build a time machine, I'd come and get you.
There is a lot of other perks that's available for all levels, as membership loyalty badges, custom emojis, and other special features.
I'd come and get you. I can't forget you. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you all the time. I wish that.
If you subscribe to my channel, you will be able to see the join button where you can learn more about the membership. You can also follow the link in the description box to check this out. And if you're still not convinced that this is a good option for you, you can become a member just to support my channel and help me keep on doing readings for all the astrological signs. I hope you will join and we will have so much fun together. Thank you for watching this far. I'm sending you all my love and all my gratitude.